What's up, Soul Warriors? It is me, your pal, your friend. I'm LC, and it is Free Your Mind Friday. And once again, we love Fridays. We just do. So, I'm grateful to be here with you. As you can see, we're in a different background, new environment. Hey, we got to get used to change, right? Change is the only constant in this world, in our lives. And so, the quicker we get fluid with change, the happier we're going to be. So more than likely, if you're watching this part of our video, you're watching the replay, and I do so want to thank you for letting me and Recovery Soul Food be a part of your amazing recovery and life journey. If you would, put hashtag replay down into the comments. Also, for everyone showing up, those of you that will watch this later, if you are going through some things and you really want to have a specified group of videos or a topic to take up, then please put it in the comments. If you don't feel comfortable putting it there in the comments, you can send it over to my messenger, which I check about once a week at this point. Working two full-time jobs and growing my passions and dreams keeps this LC pretty doggone busy, but I'm doing my very best, and I thank you for your patience, your support, and your encouragement. Every single one of you. If you come along here and you feel led, please share this video out. And if you're not already, please become a subscriber to the Recovery Soul Food YouTube channel. I did not put the link in the description today. I'm tired. I am just tired, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. But I'm alive, y'all. You know, I'm alive. And though it would seem to the outside naked eye that my world is falling apart, what's really falling apart is the old foundations of old belief systems, things that maybe I depended upon more than I should have. And sometimes when our trust is in the wrong place, those things have to fall away. So that's what we're going to talk a little bit about here on Free Your Mind Friday. So if you guys and gals and non-binaries are ready, then I'm ready. So let's get to it. What's up, beautiful soul warriors? Welcome to Free Your Mind Friday, live with LC and you. Today, why don't we just talk a little bit about life? First of all, let me say some good mornings. Hey, good morning, Anne-Marie, Mary Huffman, one of my favorite humans, Yvonne Maxwell, another one of my favorite humans, Livy LaDonna, Paula Folsom, good morning. Okay, that's all I can see. So, if you are here and I did not call you out, it's just because StreamYard only shows me the majority of our returning guests and people that have given their permission to StreamYard. If you're leaving a comment and you have not given your permission to StreamYard to show your picture and your comment, it won't show it to me. A lot of people see us on Facebook and they don't realize that we're not on Facebook Live. We're actually on a streaming service. So, you know, sometimes you got to give out some of the work. I can't keep doing it all, y'all. And if it wasn't for a lot of your help, I don't even know where I'd be. Vaughn Maxwell, Mary Huffman, so many of you give me your time, your help, your encouragement, and it just means the world to me. So, are we being resistant to change? I mean, have we examined what is bothering us in our lives right now? Are we trying to resist triggers, like trying to sit there and just trying to fight them off versus letting them be? Are we trying to resist and fight change that is happening globally in our environment, in our world, in our human race? We are so resistant to change that nothing gets to change. And then these huge things have to blow up to where we all have no choice. We have this sneaky little human trait called, I gotta be in control, that really provides us with so much more of our suffering than we even understand. Examine suffering for a minute and really, really, really examine it. What are you resisting? Is there a change trying to occur in your life and you are saying, no, 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 which creates the suffering in resistance equals suffering? Or are you learning to be, like Bruce Lee says, be like water? Are we learning to be fluid with change and to see that the only thing that we can truly count on is change? If we stay the same, ladies and gentlemen, oh, good morning, Larry Brown. If we stay the same, we never grow. And it might be comfortable because we fall into these ruts and these routines, and we fall into our misery, and we fall into the places that are, in a lot of ways, they're purposing, they're bringing rewards for us, just like active addiction. Being the victim keeps us in a place of being able to rationalize our use, being able to keep going at something even when we know it's wrong for us, because it's comfortable. And we talk here so much because repetition is how we retrain the brain, and that's what I'm here to help you do. So we talk so much about the chemical makeup of the brain, and how it works is to keep us comfortable, the same. A lot of people, when we say the word comfortable, they'll get pissed off. Plain and simple. I'm not comfortable here. I hate this life. Well, but we don't need to see comfort in the same, oh, this blanket's so comfortable. No, it just means that this is the routine that your body, your mind has become accustomed to. I want to ask you a question, and this is going to say a lot about what we're talking about. How comfortable were you the first time you ever scored your drug of choice? Weren't you scared, nervous, wondering if you could even do it? Most people start with a middleman. Then the addiction gets to be so great that you can't afford the overhead. So then you go start doing it yourself. And then when you start doing it yourself, that's when, everything starts wigging out. Your nervous system and everything starts wigging out. But it goes through with it because there is a reward at the end. There's something they have that you need. So you will go in neighborhoods that are not safe for you. You will deal with people that are absolutely out to take from you. You will trust these people with your life that you do not even know, because God knows what is in the little baggie they are selling you. But these are all things you throw to the wind because of that need. And so after you did it once, twice, 3 times, you became completely comfortable with it, right? That's the same thing we're doing here. You were able to see the reward for that. And the difference in recovery is you might not be able to see the reward because it's not instantaneous. All of this does not take place within an hour. We don't call up our higher power and say, I need healing right now. And in an hour, it happens. That's because there are so many changes within us trying to emerge. And these are not changes that happen overnight because we didn't get here overnight. And we have to learn that we are strong enough to put up with the time of change. Because what is on the other side of every struggle is a promise that you will be stronger, you will be better, you will be closer to the best possible version of you imaginable. And of course, for those of us that began our addictions very, very young, we can't imagine what that looks like. We have come to accept that addiction is all we are, is all we're good at. And that's just not true. It's only what we know. If we only stayed in the places that we know, we would all still be stuck taking naps every day in kindergarten, because as we moved into the first grade and then the second, then the third, and however far we went, there were things each time we didn't know. And so we've got to be less resistant to stay in the mindsets that we are fixated on right now, because in some way, shape, or form, they're serving us. And until we can actually look at that and be so admitted to, yeah, this is serving me. If I stay the victim, these people keep taking care of me. If I stay unable to take care of myself, because that's what we're doing in active addiction. We're saying to the world, I can't take care of myself. I need this help. But look what you're doing every day. You are surviving places where your life could be gone, because that's how strong you are. And we're forgetting to bring that strength, tenacity, and persistence over to recovery with us. We somehow think that stuff belongs to addiction. Well, let me wake you up this morning to let you know that stuff belongs to you. It's not addiction's property, it's your property. And the same you that went after what you wanted, regardless of the circumstances, the you that cheated death, that cheated arrest, that cheated all those things, that you lives in you. And it can come over with you. Don't leave it over there in the yard of addiction. Don't leave all the good about you in the neighborhood of addiction. That stuff belongs to you, and you deserve to have it. We've got to make a decision, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binaries, and all of us, all humans within the sound of my voice. We've got to make a decision that's hard. Do we want to change our lives or not? And here's the thing. If you say I don't, then live that to the fullest. Let's stop living in shame and guilt. If you just throw your hands up and say, I don't mind being an addict, parts of it suck, but I don't mind it so much, then do it without apology. Here's the thing. This is our lives. And the only person in the world you ever got to answer for is you. Now, if you've got children and family and all this other stuff, well, then you've got to answer to them, but you don't have to answer for anybody but you. And it's time we just decide, enough with the guilt and the shame. What is the point of it all? It's just to make me miserable. And what I allow is all that I can experience, because nobody else has power over you. They don't have power over your emotions. They do not have power over your physical body unless you are in an abusive situation. And in that situation, I say, get yourself out. You are far worth so much more than to be abused. That's not what we're talking about here. What I'm talking about is the only person that can make the decision to change for you is you. It's you. And what's the big deal if you accept full responsibility and what that truly means? It's not something easy and fun to say that other people want to hear. It might be. It might get you some cred, if you're in the rooms or you're wherever. But when you go home, you're still going home with you. It only really matters what you understand about how y'all got to where you are and what it's going to take to get you out. If we stop comparing ourselves to other people, we will really, really annihilate so much of our guilt and our shame, because when we are trying to compare ourselves with others, their story isn't meant to be our story. And how much of your own story are you sacrificing to try to live up to somebody else's? It's that simple. Leave it alone. It's great to have mentors and people you look up to. It's great to see their success and want to strive to reach that level for yourself if that's truly what you want. But success to one person is not success to another. So define what is success to you, because you are worth it. And if you have survived addiction this long, there is a mighty purpose for you here. And it's especially necessary right now. Y'all know I'm getting into it when my voice starts cracking, right? You know I'm talking, I'm dropping I'm dropping smooth info on you when my voice starts cracking. Y'all get me excited like this. Telling you. I'm not telling you anything that I don't have to do on a daily basis. And I'm not telling you anything that I haven't done, because this is my process, y'all. I make hard decisions every day because who I used to be was angry, volatile, and we all know that anger is just the go-to emotion to hide fear, pain, hurt, all of that. So we dive into anger because it puts a shield up in front of us that says, you will not victimize me. And we blow it out. That's who I used to be. And I really did believe that my life was meant for nothing at all but addiction, to be abused, to be victimized. I'm telling you. And where I started in my recovery journey was right here. This is the active computer system, the hard drive that is driving your life. And if we don't change this, none of this will ever change. And we can all sit down in the middle of our mess and believe that we are a victim of this mess. But we're not. And the sooner that we grab a hold of, not that, well, I'm not a victim, but holy crap, you mean I got the power to change this? Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Does it mean that things that you perceive as bad circumstances aren't going to happen? No. But as you change this, you start to see that everything is working together for your good, for the betterment of you, for the evolution of you. We are limitless beings on this earth, only limited by the program in which we have driving our system. And the only way that it can be reprogrammed and customized to you, just like any computer system you buy, it comes with some stock programs, but you have to make it yours. And you put the apps on there you like, and you put the programs on there you like. It's the same in your life. Don't just flip on the news every morning and walk around and say, oh, well, I'm not listening to it. Oh, but it's programming in. Why wake up every morning to give into fear? Why not wake up every morning and step into power? It's all a choice. And once we make that decision to say, all right, man, I've had enough. I got to start changing this. And I'm willing to put up with the uncomfortableness that comes along with retraining my mindset, because everything is about mindset. Listen, there is a world-renowned speaker, okay, who has no arms or legs. Now and I'm going to walk up to my mirror and really talk crap about me while this guy is talking about the limitless power of your mind and he's hopping around on a torso. Find what it takes to motivate you. Find what it takes. Find that inspiration that moves you into that next evolution of you. You deserve that. And leave the things that do not serve you behind. Guilt, shame have no glory. They have no purpose. And if we're in them, it is a direct, like it is the alarm going off. It says, hey, here's a place we can change our thought processes. So don't get mad at them for being there. Embrace them and say, how can I analyze this to change? I love you guys, man. I really do. I really do. I'm reading a couple comments. Yeah. I like Victor. I'm going to put Victor's comment up. Show that. I love that. I love that. Joseph McCowan. Yes, you're so right, man. The frequency we put out is what we get back, and manifesting thoughts become reality. Oh, and that's so true. Look at it in your lives, y'all. When is it that you are in such fear that you are contemplating the worst case scenario? You've now fixed that thought with an emotion, and that worst case scenario happens. We're manifesting all the time. And remember, fear is simply inverted faith. Fear is us having so much faith in the wrong thing happening that it has no choice but to happen. I used to believe I was God's little joke, that anything that could go wrong did go wrong in my life. I was manifesting the whole time. I completely had the law of attraction down pat. I just didn't know it. Because we watch certain shows and we watch movies like The Secret. We watch movies, and don't get me wrong, I love The Secret. It really opens up, it opens up a discussion about the law of attraction. But what it doesn't let you know, it tells you to do the law of attraction so you can get this or become this. It does not tell you the law of attraction is already at work in your life. It is already at work. You don't have to do it. We're doing it all the time. So it's very, very beneficial for us to learn about these things. We believe the law of gravity and we cannot see it. We think when we hear the words universal law that that's hairy-fairy, and that's like voodoo or something, but it's not. You put the word spiritual laws in front of that, it's the same thing. The world works on, a series of systems. It's how it all works. I heard something yesterday. It was so profound. It said, everything we see in creation is either coming into life or going through death. And that's so true. Everything is on its way. I mean, when a leaf drops, it had its life up there. It drops down to the ground. Now it goes back into the ground and recycles up again. It's a cycle of life. And so we are in our cycle. And how much more of it do we want to dedicate to fear, guilt, and shame? Every single person within the sound of my voice and beyond is so worthy. It's the old programs that tell you you're not worthy. It's that thing that happened when you were 4, that moment while you were learning your foundations of life. It's that moment that made you decide, I'm not worthy to be seen. Whether it was trauma, abuse, or one of your parents had a bad day. We don't know. But everything is within your power today. And you can decide, I'm not going to believe that anymore. And I'm going to speak affirmations over my life. I'm going to really sit down and visualize my best life. I'm going to make the lists Elsie talks to me about all the time. I'm going to do things that take me into the next level because I'm still here. I want to know why. That was my driving force coming into recovery. Is all right. I'm still here. Why? You're worth it, man. You're enough as you are. You don't need to be anybody else. You don't need to have anything else. You've got everything you need right here, to change your world and live the best life you could possibly imagine. It's all within your hands. All right, guys. I love you, love you, love you. Yep, we're in this new environment for those that showed up late. Oh, man, yeah, a lot is going on, as you guys know. But again, like I said in the beginning, it's all just shaking up those old foundations. It's showing me where I put too much of my faith in physical things, in bricks and mortars, and to know that in this present moment, I am perfectly fine. I mean, do you see this place? I mean, for somebody who is between homes right now, this ain't too bad a digs to be in. So I am utterly grateful. And it helps me get used to the one constant thing that is always going to be, and that's change. Never put your roots down too far into one thing, because at any time your happiness then depends upon the stance of that one thing. So let's put our roots where they belong. That's what I'm learning. So what are you learning in the world? All right, guys, it's Freedom Friday. Hey, look, we got a big day coming up for you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, Recovery Soul Food Podcast meets Darren Taylor, the author of Finding Your Sober Bubble. He has written this book about his journey, how he used neuro-linguistic programming to reprogram his mind. And he's now written this to give back to our world, our recovery world. And let me tell you, I've been reading the book, and it's really, really good. You guys know I love NLP. It is so helpful in my life, and I try to wind it into your lives as well, so you don't even know you like NLP too. You like it too. So that starts at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here where you are, Lona Curry at Facebook.com, Recovery Soul Food YouTube channel. So if you're not a subscriber, please head over there and like and subscribe our channel. Turn on the notification bell so you make sure you get all notifications for when we put up new videos. We're working on the chakra video, the energy centers. Let's don't use the word chakra. It weaks people out. Let's say energy centers. We're working on that video, and the introduction to beginning meditation on that channel as well. So you're definitely going to want to be a subscriber there with notifications, because those things will not be available on Facebook. Okay. Those are going to be YouTube only videos. So you're going to want to do that. Then tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right in the same two places, we're going to have Tiffany Werner, the host of the wildly popular radio show, Moments of Clarity with Tiffany. Some of you caught my interview on her show last week before maybe. Everything's running together. But now I'm going to get to have her in the hot seat. And we're going to listen to her journey. She is a mental health professional. So please show up. We will open up the end part of the show for questions. If you've got questions for Tiffany, if you've got comments, please be sure to be there. Tiffany is an amazing human being on a mission to shatter the stigma of mental health, to shatter the stigma of trauma, and to heal whatever part of the world she can with her own practice. And you know what, guys? I just adore you. The way that you help my dreams come true, I pray that I get to show up here and help yours come true as well. You are worthy of every dream you could possibly dream, because guess what? It wouldn't be coming to you if it wasn't possible. So latch on to those dreams. Live your life. Inform yourself, inspire yourself, and motivate yourself at all times. You are worthy. I love you. And you know what? I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Until then, get out of here. Go have the most amazing Friday of your entire life. Why? Because you choose to, and you've got that kind of power. I'm LC, and I love you. I'll see y'all tomorrow night.